Live, Lindsey, take it away.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. All power to the people. A musical speak out against the racist state. My name is Lindsey Wilson, and I, along with Luci Murphy and Jen Dog Lone Wolf and Dilson Hernandez, who are going to be emceeing this event and bringing you some wonderful musicians that are going to express in words and in music what is going on in the world today with regards to Black people. We're going to take a little bit, 5 minutes, and then we're going to be actually going in to the live performance. So I just wanted to get you, if you have to get ready and get settled or do anything you have to do, please do so now because you're not going to want to miss anything with regards to this wonderful event sponsored by the People's Music Network. We wanted to also take an opportunity to have a moment of silence for Breonna Taylor. I think that this is timely. Before we even start this event, we should take a little moment to think about what's going on with her family, with her friends, with her community, as the police, two of the police were not indicted. One was, but the other ones basically got off without a hitch. And this is what All Power to the People is all about. This is why we are expressing ourselves this evening. So if we can take 15 seconds, a moment of silence for Breonna Taylor, it would be appreciated. Thank you very much, everyone. All right. So, to get it going, we are somewhat on time and we're going to stay on time as much as possible. I would like to introduce you to one of my co hosts for this evening, the wonderful Luci Murphy, giving you her words of thoughts for the evening. Luci?
Good evening, everybody. All power to the people. I am a member of the People's Music Network Steering Committee, and I'd like to just say a few words about People's Music Network. We are artists who come out of movements, out of struggles. Some of us have been working against racism, some against nuclear power, some for environmental justice, a wide variety of community struggle, music and poetry and art to support the people in our struggle for a better world. And we invite you to look at our website, peoplesmusicnetwork.org. We are also co-sponsored this evening by Labor Heritage Foundation, which is sponsoring a hip hop contest. So take a look at laborheritage.org and find out more about that. Lyrics to the songs, to many of the songs this evening are available. And that's available on our website and on our Facebook page. And with that, I would like to turn it back to Lindsey.
Make sure to unmute, Lindsey.
Yes, thank you so much, Luci. All right, we're going to give you just a little bit of an overview about People's Music Network. Luci gave you some information, and we're just going to give you a little bit more to give you a full understanding of what's going on in the world of PMN. Every week, PMN members gather online using the Zoom video conference platform, which we're experiencing now. Our events relate to PMN's mission, which is the People's Music Network sustains and grows a diverse community of performing artists, activists, and allies who use music, poetry, and other art forms as a catalyst for a just and peaceful world. Hear, hear, and amen. We have actually some wonderful events coming up. In this case, on Friday, October 2nd. And I think if Bren is going to show the screen on that of the event that's coming up called Songs of Freedom and Struggle. It's going to be October 2nd from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. And you can see it there. And we have been doing this. I mean, this has been a constant, this is a labor of love. And we have been doing this for a minute now, ever since the COVID-19. So we're very happy and very proud to be able to present these we call them song swaps. Basically, what that looks like is that we're for the most part we're performing our music. Some of them are originals, some of them are covers that actually talk to what is going on within, whatever topic that we decide to choose. And so in this case, the People's Freedom, Songs of Freedom and Struggle is what we're going to be talking about October 2nd on Friday from 7:30 to 9:30. And we think that it's worthwhile if you are a musician to join on and go onto our website and register your songs. You can even post your songs. You can actually post the lyrics to your songs on the website and be able to have everyone be able to look at the lyrics and perform your songs and sometimes critique. But it's just a wonderful way of just gathering as a musician. It's been an amazing experience for me, and I think it might be for you too. Please see that the registration of the deadline is September 30th, so try to be able to register and sign up by that time. I think that would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Ben, for that. All right. As I am navigating, thank you for your patience with regards to this, because this is a little bit new for me, but I'm enjoying the experience all the way.
Lindsey,
Yes.
we're doing something extra this evening. Thanks to the video editing of Gen Dog.
Yes.
We're going to hear the words of some of our ancestors to try to keep us on track.
Yes, that's going to be a wonderful experience. That's one of the secret sauces that we had for this evening. Is the wonderful videos that Gen Dog edited to really give an emphasis by listening to the ancestors come back and be able to share with us their expression, and hopefully we can be inspired and encouraged by those words. Thank you so much, Luci. Wonderful reminder, and thank you, Gen Dog. All right, so what we're going to do now, I think Ben posted the event on October 2nd, and just to give the performers a little bit of an overview as well, we invite each performer to listen deeply to the song or poem that comes right before yours. Okay, so before introducing yourself, please extend a word of love and encouragement to the previous artist, something that is positive, that focuses on the experience of their piece, and of course, be brief as much as you can. This is not a moment for critiquing per se, but it's more like a moment of praise of the songs that are coming before you. because these songs will really be speaking to the issue this evening. I want to say probably a word of praise is a good way of looking at it. It is enough simply to say what you've heard, but it would be great if you could actually report and share how the music moved you. Okay, so if you could do that, that would be wonderful, in addition to sharing what you're going to be performing as well. All right, and if you feel moved by something, share it on the swap. We encourage you to write a brief comment in the chat box, which will be, in this case, to your right. And you could talk about anything like, wow, this is a great moment. Oh, you sound wonderful. It really means a lot for the artist to be able to see this and understand that you're listening to the music and understanding it. So with regards to that, I would like to, Luci, did you have anything else to share with regards before we get into the show? All right.
Just the words of Nina Simone, who said, "An artist's duty is to reflect the times and situation in which we find ourselves. Today, we find ourselves in times of widespread racist police terror and failure of the system to meet the basic needs of the people. Conditions that aren't new, but which nonetheless demand urgent reflection."
All right. And on that note, let us begin the performance for All Power to the People. And it's also a musical dialogue that you will be hearing tonight. Thank you very much for all the performers for coming out. And thank you, listeners, for listening and be able to spread the word. You can still ask people to come on board, to share the link, and that would be wonderful. We're going to begin.
And I'm ready to play that Fred Hampton clip because we're going to be starting with Dilson rather than Artist Up.
Oh, I see it. Okay. I see that. Okay, so we're going to start with the video from Fred Hampton, Revolution and Racism. And this is how we're going to open up the show.
I'm the deputy chairman of the state of Illinois Black Panther Party, Fred Hampton. And a lot of people don't understand the Black Panther Party's relationship with white mother country radicals. A lot of people don't even understand that word that Eric uses a lot. But what we're saying is that there are white people in the mother country that are for the same types of things that we are for stimulating revolution in the mother country. And we said that we'll work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We're not a racist organization because we understand that racism is an excuse used for capitalism. And we know that racism is a byproduct of capitalism. Everything would be all right if everything was put back in the hands of the people. And we're going to have to put it back in the hands of the people. Everybody in the state of Illinois is going to have to be involved or even around the revolution because we're going to have one. And we're going to have to do more than talk. We're going to have to do more than listen. We're going to even have to do more than learn. We're going to have to start practicing, and that's very hard. We're going to have to start learning, and you learn through practice. We got to start making mistakes, and you learn through making mistakes. We got to start getting out there with the people. And a lot of times we think we're better than the people, but that's an insult, and that's criminal. Think you're better than the people. But we got to get together and learn where it's at. It's going to take a lot of hard work.
Go ahead and unmute.
Yes, it's going to take a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work back then with Fred Hampton's words. It's going to take a lot of hard work right now. I want to introduce you to Dilson Hernandez at this point, a wonderful spoken word artist, a wonderful musician, and one who has always been, in his young life, has always fought the good fight. And I am so thankful to be able to have him on board tonight and to introduce him. And Dilson, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Dilson, thank you. What's your vibe? What did you get from that Fred Hampton clip? Just that moment of it. How does that speak
Anytime,
to you?
anytime that I see any type of Fred Hampton clip, I immediately remember that this man was 21 years old when they murdered him. Like, really take a moment to think about how young he was and how powerful of a human being he was, that the forces that be had to get rid of him at 21 years old, right? And that's exactly what he was. He was this prominent speaker that got multiple people to band together and fight the good fight. Like he said in this video, it's going to take everyone in this state to get together and make sure that we fight this fight. So that's one thing that actually stuck out to me in that clip was his grit and power to get people together, and also just get people together. And that's something that I think is needed today, right? And that's going to be a very reoccurring theme that you're going to see in this program, actually, of like listening to past clips and thinking, wow, that actually applies to what we're going through at this very moment, right, in today's climate. So that's what I thought of the video. And I guess to jump right into it, I'm going to share a song via audio, so I won't be actually performing for you guys. It's a song that I made with a good friend of mine. She's a spoken word artist, and she tells the story of this Dominican woman who migrates to this country back in the 60s and endures some racism here. And then later on, it transitions to my part, and I play her grandson, who basically goes through the same experiences in his own way here in 2020. So it tells this whole narrative. I'm going to start a good maybe 3 or so minutes in, because it's like an 8-minute long song. So I'm going to share my screen, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. That is my email. Okay. So again, it's going to start a good 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, so it's going to be kind of choppy.
¿Tienen café con leche?
Oh, she's a foreigner. Go ahead and serve her.
If I make a home...
Oh, no. Sorry. Give me 1 second. And I do want to add that I created the music around it. And I wrote my own part. And my friend, like I mentioned before, is the spoken word artist in that track.
Dilson is being very modest. He is also a composer of works and a great guitarist, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. So my apologies about that, y'all. Let's get right back into it. Oh, oops. Oh man, 3:30. So sorry, y'all.
That's
over the other. Do you think, perhaps, they pump blood as dark as mine? ¿Tienen café con leche?
Oh, she's a foreigner. Go ahead and serve her.
If I make a home on my tongue for one colonizer's language over the other, do you think, perhaps, there's a greater chance of seeing tomorrow? Tengo historia en mi vida.
Tengo historia en mi piel.
Tengo historia que respirar.
Entre mañana y ayer. Africanos caminando en cadenas. Europeos explorando a vender. Residentes cansados de gobierno. Los militares amanecieron por joder. Toda la gente se une al pueblo. La policía con su motivo encender. Cada año opresan la guerra. Mi gente luchando a vencer.
Part 4. Mi hijo, te veo desde el más allá. Even as time dissolves on earth, they still believe our bodies are disposable. I wonder, did I do enough for the world to be different for you? Yet even in my absence, I know your smile is made up of sun rays and laughter. Your eyes are a lighthouse for the lost. Your palms will carry this new generation into their promised land. Your feet tread upon uneasy ground with grace. Your tongue brings to life what no hands can destroy. Your heart takes up the size of any room you walk into. Your embrace is the wind that lifts people up. Your generosity is ocean enough for people to drown in. You were chosen for such a time as this. Mijo, walk in wisdom, walk in freedom, walk in love. Catch courage in the palm of your hands. Sing it a sweet lullaby when you feel it escaping you. Because baby, the thought of you makes evil quiver. The fire in your fingertips burns down strongholds. You surpass all of my wildest imaginations. You are an answered prayer. You are the future. You are the light. Even when you don't feel it, you are secure. Even when you don't see it, you are surrounded. Even when you don't believe it, you are significant. Tendrás la victoria. From everlasting to everlasting. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
My granny died before Obama got in office. I wonder if her smile flowered roses through her coffin. She slept with pain, married grievance with her dark skin. Left an island for a one-bedroom apartment. She saw El Jefe taking lives, abusing power. To restaurants in Nueva York that don't allow her to eat in peace. Prayed the future would be holy, but black boys are still crucified by police. They slowly killing us off or keep us in holding. They scold me, judging my skin like Buela told me. They hold me face down to the damn street. I can't breathe, smack me around twice while I'm cuffed in the backseat. All because of a protest that's sweeping around the nation, screaming how they kill a black boy and yet they pay vacation. They got that city loose, they the ones that got the juice like fruit, squeezing and seizing the nectar from strange fruit. We like hands up, don't shoot, stand up, don't move, man up, go through, back up, through. We came with peace and they wanted violence, shooting cans of that gas all in my eyelids. Now I'm stuck in this jail and I'm feeling tired. Let me pray before I sleep. Moment of silence. Hold on.
You are the answered prayer. You are the future. You are the light. Even when you don't feel it, you are secure. Even when you don't see it, you are surrounded.
Abuela told me keep your head up now, mi hijo, porque somos sobrevivientes de Trujillo. Con todo respeto, told her this was just a sequel, cause we got Trump raining down on our people. Twice as likely to die from this damn virus. Thrice as likely to die from police violence. Come on, Trump, you acting like it's all surprises. Same story, a different time gives it disguises. Grandma dreamed that I'm a king and no one can stop me, but I've been feeling less of Luther and feel more like Rodney. But she lives in my soul, so I know she got me. Middle finger to the priest and yelling, you can't stop me. Out of this jail, I'm finally free. Pray abuelita keep me at peace. To march in line with my peeps, to protest these racist police. Out of this jail, I'm finally free. I pray abuelita keep me at peace. To march in line with my peeps, to protest these racist police.
Right, and that's all I had to share. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm gonna pass it over back to Lindsey Wilson.
All right, Dilson. All right, so we wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you so much for that piece. A wonderful contribution to today's program. We appreciate it. Also, I wanted to take this opportunity to actually introduce Dilson Hernandez at this time, because he's going to do his own personal piece. And if I'm going to hand it back over to you, Dilson, you're going to take it away.
Oh wait, that was the piece that I was supposed to
All
share.
the way. Okay. So all right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Got it. You guys actually work with me. Thank you very much. I'm pulling it together, but I totally appreciate your patience on this. I am going to introduce you to a wonderful artist who I have befriended and is not only a mentor, but a wonderful singer-songwriter who has worked with Pete Seeger and many other artists, also is a part of the People's Music Network and the People's Voice Cafe. I would like to introduce you. She's going to be singing a wonderful song that she just created for this occasion, actually, I believe. It's called Joy in an Act of Resistance. Her name is Judy Gorman. Judy? I see your lovely face.
You need to unmute, Judy.
Okay, so I want to thank you, Lindsey, and Ben, and Steve for doing tech. Dilson, you knocked me out. That piece really makes it a little hard for me to perform. It was such a powerful piece. So this is a song that, as Lindsey said, I just finished. It's kind of wet and wiggling. It's called Joy is an Act of Resistance, because I'm not interested in optimism or pessimism. If you're optimistic, you don't have to do anything. Everything will be all right. If you're pessimistic, it's going to be terrible. You don't have to do anything. But if you have hope and you have faith and you have comrades and you are active, then the world will change. And that is the history of the world, and it will be the future of the world. So this song is Joy is an Act of Resistance. Joy is an act of resistance. Joy feeds our hope and persistence. Joy breeds courageous insistence. Only justice and love make us whole. Read the news, shake your head. Start to shout, cry instead. But believe what you know, what you said. Joy is an act of resistance. Joy feeds our hope and persistence. Joy breeds courageous insistence. Only justice and love make us whole. More people moving ahead, led by prophecies, protesters spread. There is heart everywhere, on the walls, on the ground. Hateful statues denounced and pulled down to the sound of joy. Joy is an act of resistance. Joy breeds our hope and persistence. Joy feeds courageous insistence. Only justice and love make us whole. Mindless hate makes us blind. Love heals hearts, changes minds. Joy and faith make us rhyme with each other and with sounds of joy. Joy is an act of resistance. Joy feeds our hope and persistence. Joy breeds courageous insistence. Only justice and love make us whole. Only justice and love make us whole. shape a world where all survive. We can shape a world where Black Lives Matter. Don't need to have a world where Black lives are shattered. We can build a world where joy survives. Joy, joy is an act of resistance. Joy, joy is an act of persistence. Joy, joy is an act of resistance.
All right. Judy Gorman, everyone. Judy Gorman. Thank you very much, Judy, for that. Joy. Joy and love make us whole. Yes, it does. And so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to go on to our next performer. And Dilson, I think you're going to introduce him.
He actually couldn't make it. He had a death in the family, so
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Well, what we can do is, I think that actually what we will do, I will go into introducing the next video. I know you really were digging the Fred Hampton video before in the beginning, and now we have a wonderful video by Angela Davis, and I think Lucy is going to introduce that.
Actually, we're just going to play the video.
We're just going to show it.
The video speaks for itself.
Yes, it does. Right.
When you talk about black people, hey, you know, we haven't had it this bad in a long, long time. And you talk about police violence, police crimes. There is a proliferation of police assaults on the black community all over the country. I mean, what is the American Revolution today? You talk about revolution today. You know, I'm a communist, and I talk about revolution, and people say that, you know, I mean, that's some mad, raving maniac. But what about the American Revolution? This country was founded in revolution, but it has become history buried, dead in the past, and that's what they're trying to do with us.
Lindsey?
Yes, I'm right here. Mm-hmm.
Yes, what's coming up is Preciosas, Vidas, Negras. It's a video performance because unfortunately we can't all sing together on Zoom. But this is a song which was written by Isaías Guerrera, who's originally from Colombia but grew up partly in Indiana. And he got friends from different parts of Latin America to come together and put different musical idioms together. We have Gustavo Vargas from Bolivia and Cesar Massat from Guatemala. And even though Cesar is from Guatemala, he plays Andean music from the Andes of South America. And then we have a longtime friend of mine who is known as Babalu, but his real name is Kwame Bill Caudle on the bongos. And we have another musician on cajon. If you go to the YouTube, which you can do after you watch this, you'll see everybody credited. Isaias works at the Center for Community Change, and so we put this together for an awards ceremony that the center, so I'm going to ask Ben to bring it on. Preciosas, vidas, negras.
Esta jaula no me deja volar, amarrado, mi cuerpo ya no sabe sanar. Voy perdido, el mapa no logró encontrar. Sin sentido, mi corazón ya no sabe llorar.
El murmullo del recuerdo, los ancestros y sus cantos,
Historias de resistencia en tambores han marcado, en pueblos de razas negras que el Estado ha ignorado. Las vidas negras importan, en solidaridad gritamos. Del pueblo en llamas,
abolir la policía, la migra y fuerzas armadas,
abolir las cárceles, la esclavitud modernizada. Salgamos a protestar. Imagine un mundo sin policía y sin la migrar. Salgamos a protestar. Imagine un mundo sin policía y sin la migrar. Salgamos a protestar. Imagine un mundo sin policía y sin la migrar. Salgamos a protestar. Imagine el mundo sin policía y sin la migra.
las vidas negras son preciosas, las vidas son.
Las vidas negras son preciosas, las vidas son. Las vidas negras son preciosas, las vidas son. Las vidas negras son preciosas, las vidas son.
Beautiful, beautiful video.
So, preciosas vidas negras. Las vidas negras son preciosas, las vidas son. And I was supposed to say something about Messiah, but Messiah didn't show up. So I could say something about my buddy Judy. Judy, it's great to see you and it's great to hear you.
And we're gonna actually move it right along to Artist Up. So who's on the call now? Artist, what did you think about this beautiful video that we just saw? and introduce yourself to everybody else.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, the video was remarkable, quite awesome and dynamic, and I am so grateful to be able. My screen went black. Okay, so grateful to be able to have seen it. So thank you for wow, just thank you. So I'm clapping over here, loving it. Um, yes, I am Artist Up. Happy to be here with you guys. And I am ready. But I'm from the Bronx. I am a spoken word artist, an activist, a community organizer. Um, I am just loving it. I'm also an educator. I work in the board of education with emotionally disturbed children, teaching them coping skills and how not to need somebody like me and to work through their emotions. And so I also teach in the prisons and treatment facilities poetry and public speaking. I'm really excited about that. And one of my latest things that I'm so excited for is working on my sister's campaign, Shaniqua Charles. She is running for state assembly in the 78th district. And I am like really excited about the journey that we've been on thus far. And so, yeah, I think what is happening and how Breonna Taylor's murderers have not been charged with anything is really pulling on some emotional strings for me. So I was going to do something a little different for this, but I'm going to actually do my signature piece, which I won the Apollo with, and um, and also what I wish I would not be able to do anymore, but unfortunately it's like still relevant. So it's called They Run. America, depending on how you spell it, ICA or KKK makes all the difference to the end of your day. America, where babies are assassinated for buying Skittles and iced tea, yet their murderers get to walk scot-free. America, where there's a Nipsey in every hood near you, but they don't get supported because the media got to tell you who's who. America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, except George Floyd, Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, and Junior Black. Get the dogs, the niggers is coming. They run. Hey, these parts you don't belong around, boy. They run. Hey, that water you drinking ain't for colored folk. They run. The fire burns from Emmett Lewis Till to Philando Castile. The pain, even I feel, is real. Unfortunately, 1985 wasn't year enough to stop the blood of my ancestors overspill. So 30 years later, I run. But not from the dogs, or crossing the white folk property, or drinking from the fountain labeled whites only. I run for my unborn's possibility. I run for the youth I teach. I run for my niece, who I know I've already reached. I'm humbled by modern day kings like my son Lennon, who march making it clear: no justice, no peace, no racist police is not just part of a speech. And modern day queens like Shaniqua Charles, who remind us on a daily that we don't have nothing to lose but our chains. You see, your permission doesn't need to be given. I run to rid myself of misguided traditions. No more sitting around the table under the pretenses that thanks was given. No more leaving cookies and milk for old Saint Nick, because the exchange of priceless gifts for 7 days is what I'm with. I ran right into my consciousness, with every experience leaving me a tighter grip. Ashe. So thank you. That piece I wrote a few years ago, and I think it's really crazy how I could keep adding names a week ago, yesterday, this morning. I think it's painful, but what I do know is that we have to continue to fight and put in place people who can really make sure that the laws are being followed, and also get people in there that are putting legislation in place to hold these people accountable. Like just met a brother, Manuel Gomez, who was pushing Bill 5947, which is going to hold people who feel like they are above the law and corrupt accountable for what they do. Like even Darcel Clark, how she put 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 Khalif Browder in prison. Backpack wasn't even his, and he stood in there all that time in Rikers Island and was raped and beat and tortured, and then couldn't deal and committed suicide. But yet there was nothing that happened. So this bill that Manuel Gomez is pushing 5947 will hold these people accountable, with people like Shaniqua Charles in office, who is running for, again, state assembly in the 78th district, pushing those bills, somebody who comes from the community and actually cares and knows what the community needs. So I'm grateful and thankful to be on this. Thank you. I'm so excited, Ben and Dilson, for you guys including me all the time in the dynamic things that you are doing, and just me being here with such dope, amazing people. And that video again was so amazing. So I'm just like giving love. You guys can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is artist3_up. That's artist123up. My Facebook is Nicole Watson. I really appreciate you guys so much. Tomorrow, if you are in the 5 boroughs, I will be hosting an event called Tap Into the Change, featuring Shaniqua Charles, Manuel Gomez, and Cartier, who is an international tap dancer. It's free entry, and we're going to be going over a lot. Speakers, performers. It starts at 6. It's from 6 to 10, and it's at 2477 Webster Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10458. That's 2477 Webster Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10458. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, artist. We appreciate you coming by. I know you have class now soon, so we're definitely like super grateful for you making some time out of your own schedule to make it. So thank you so much. And if you are in the Bronx area, definitely go out to her show. They're amazing. So yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna pass the mic back over to Lindsey.
All right, Dilson, thank you so much. And thank you, Artists Up. Always on time. Yes. Appreciate it. We're going to move on right now to our next artist, our next performer. It's a gentleman that I have worked with on numerous occasions. He just put out his album, Alternative Facts and Other White Lies. It is the amazing Mike Glick. Mike, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you pretty good.
Okay, and just making sure, with this technology stuff.
I know.
So
you gotta love it.
Yeah, well, we're all learning. Let me just do a quick double check. I didn't really know when I was next, so
Mike, you're looking younger.
I'm looking younger. Holy shit. Well, this is funny, parenthetically. I've been trying to lose weight for the longest time, and just discovered that all of it's going into water in different parts of my body. So today's my first day taking Lasix, and it sends me to the bathroom. It's over for today now, but it's been sending me to the bathroom for every 2 or 3 minutes for about a 6-hour period. And but I will let you all know, if you're interested, when I'll be running at Belmont Racetrack. So anyway, back to more serious things. As Artist Up said, had she updated her spoken word piece. This is a song I wrote. It's copyright 2014. But I've added to it, and I've changed it, and I just hate to say that there still is the need to change it and keep these things up. And as I posted, I just really wish that at some point these songs can be history and not current events. This is called Living While Black. Have you ever been uneasy just walking around, or felt there was a target on your back? Well, if your skin makes you step lightly on the ground, maybe you're living while being black. And if you're a boy, they'll still treat you like a man, but that goes both ways for a fact. And your hoodie's a mask to the children of the Klan when you're walking while being black. It's that unwritten law that's so hard to follow, and ignorance is not an excuse. And if you deny it, your words are just hollow. Talk's just a way to cover the truth. Say you're trying to make a living, bending the law, selling cigarettes out of a pack. Well, that's cause for assault. It's your own damn fault. Just try breathing while being black. So if you're in Walmart holding the wrong toy, or driving and not looking right, or offering comfort to your dying boy, or that knee on your neck is taking your life, you've got no word that can carry the weight of Fox News and all those other hacks. You're the life of the party, just arrived too damn late, 'cause you're living while being black. It's that unwritten law that's so hard to follow, and just keeping it always in mind, that would make me enraged. Always stuck on one page, is that justice or just us who's deaf, dumb, and blind? Have you ever been uneasy just walking around? Even your dreams could be under attack. So if they tossed you a life jacket after you've drowned, maybe you're living while being black. Okay, folks, that's it.
All right. All right, Mike Glick, everyone. Mike Glick. Now we'll take the opportunity to do another video, and this time we're going to have it introduced by the wonderful Jen Dog, and she's going to talk a little bit about it.
Hey, thanks, Lindsey, and thanks, Mike. That was awesome, and I love your. I don't know the old rendition, but this new one, I'm glad that you revised it. You know, sorry that it had to be revised. So this video that we're about to play is it's Nina Simone, and she speaks to us about an artist's duty. Just as humans, we have a duty in life, you know, and I feel that being artists, you know, we have an extra duty, you know, and how can you call yourself an artist and not reflect the times? So we're gonna ask Nina what she thinks about that. Auntie Nina.
An artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. I think that is true of painters, sculptors, poets, musicians. As far as I'm concerned, it's their choice. But I choose to reflect the times and the situations in which I find myself. That, to me, is my duty. And at this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but be involved. Young people, black and white, know this. That's why they're so involved in politics. We will shape and mold this country, or it will not be molded and shaped at all anymore. So I don't think you have a choice. How can you be an artist and not reflect the times? That, to me, is the definition of an artist.
Yes. So speaking of reflecting the times, I'd like to take this time to introduce Lindsey Wilson. and her beautiful voice and awesome chop skills on the guitar. So wonderful singer-songwriter, and please follow her pages. And yeah, love to hear you, Lindsey.
Oh, thank you very much, Jen Dog. Yes, Nina Simone is one of my heroes, and she speaks truth to power about what we as artists are here to do, to reflect the times. The song that I wrote was written for Trayvon Martin. It was a song that really embraced all of my anger and my frustration about the murders of Black people for no reason, dealing with violence for no reason. And yeah, it really captured me. I'm glad that I was able to be filled with the Spirit to be able to sit down and actually do this piece. It's called Tides. Do you remember when things mattered to you? I remembered when the people had a plan. It was a very good year for taking a stand. Now the future seems out of our hands. How can a man be shot down and no one cries? Could this be the turning of the tides? We blame each other for the way things are, but we don't blame the other for the way it is. The strange other doesn't want us to live free. This other wants to control our destiny, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. How can a boy be shot down in front of his home, with his father not knowing that his son is gone? Like the men shot down in times where people run and hide. This could be the turning of the tide. Cheer up, they say. Can we all just get along? Well, let's work it out then. We can still love. That's a very good sign, yeah. We can still shine. We can all stand tall as people of the earth. Being all for one and one for all. Oh, such a pretty song, but I sing for the woman shot down in the middle of her home. I sing for the man killed in his car before his wedding day. I sing for the man who was shot down jogging on a sunny day. I sing for the man that got no respect as the cop put a knee on his neck. I sing for a hard-working man shot 41 times. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on, 'cause there's so many others. Yes, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. They're killing our sisters and brothers, folks marching in the street with their heads to the sky, asking why they didn't have to die. They didn't have to die. When people are too angry to cry, this will be, Lord, this will be turning up the tide. Yes, yes, yes. Can't you see where it's at? There is no coming back. Don't you see where it's at? There is no coming back. Once you see where it's at, there is no coming back. Once you see where it's at, there is no going back. It's a funky situation in very strange, strange times. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I don't wanna run, I don't wanna hide, I just want to stay alive. I don't wanna run, I don't wanna hide, I just want to stay alive. I don't wanna run, I don't wanna hide, I just want to stay alive. I don't wanna run, I don't wanna hide, I just want to stay alive. Like a boy shot down in front of his home, with his father and mother not knowing he was gone. All right.
Woo! Woo!
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. And thank you for your listening ear. I'd like to move it along and be able to introduce you to a relatively new friend of mine that I met in the park while I was playing my guitar. And she was very kind in listening. And then to come to find out that she and I know a lot of the same people. She's keeping good company, and she is a wonderful poet, written many books, and I have some of them. She's an amazing artist, and it's my honor to introduce her to the People's Music Network family, Miss Wanda Phipps.
Well, thank you, Lindsey. That was amazing. Thanks for asking me to be a part of this, and also thanks for that wonderful song. I love your music, and I love the richness of your voice and also the richness of your message. It's really beautiful. I'm, as you said, a poet, and I'm here in Brooklyn, and I just wanted to say that I am heartbroken about the amount of hatred and fear and divisiveness that exists now in this country. And I just want to be a voice for oneness and recognizing our oneness and our feeling of interconnectedness, and to ask that we all pause and take a breath and look beneath the surface, that we practice a deeper kind of seeing, a deeper kind of knowing of each other. And so I'd like to read this poem. It's an older poem, but it's still applicable. I think it's about, I guess you can say, about stereotypes. And it's from my second book, Field of Wanting, Poems of Desire. It's called, This is an Angry Poem. I am not a primordial princess. I am not a jazz expert. I am not an exotic adventurer. I am not a great tap dancer. I am not an outstanding athlete. I am not a criminal. I am not a sex fiend. I am not the other. I am not an inappropriate choice. I am not an embarrassment. I am not a trophy for the radically chic. I am not a radical politico. I am not a crusader. I'm not a revolutionary. I'm not a Southern accent. I am not a nice white boy's fantasy. I am not a rapper. I'm not fluent in Black English. I am not a symbol of integration. I am not a token anything. I am not your Black friend. I am not your Black girlfriend. I am not an expert on Harlem. I am not more white than Black. I am not assimilated. I am not your secretary. I'm not your gateway to Africa. I'm not the voice of Black America. I'm not the other. I'm not a threat. I'm not a typical anything. I am not the Black experience. I am not to be pitied. I am not to be praised unnecessarily. I am not a decoration. I am not the keeper of ancient wisdom. I am not a part of your mythology. I'm one Black woman.
Give it up, Wanda Phipps.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you are. You are the Black woman. Thank you so much. Powerful, powerful, powerful work. Yes, check her out on her website and pick up one of her books. She is really speaking truth to the feelings within our bodies. And thank you for the sentiment with regards to what's going on in the day. And Wanda, thank you so much. And now we're going to move the show along with a wonderful artist also that I've worked with, amazing songwriter, and he's going to share with you his original piece. His name is Vince Tozzi, and as well with accompaniment by Michael Handeman, which is also amazing.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Just had some problems. Oh, okay, there we go. Hello? Okay, what? Okay. On you? Okay.
Too much echo.
Okay. The song is called Patriot Song. I named it Patriot Song because, I just wanted to take back that word. It's like, all men are created liberty and justice for all. All men are created equal. So much stuff around patriots, it seems to have been taken by, the right. They were all like these Tea Party patriots and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? We need that word back. We're patriots. We want, the core values of this country, as it was been promised to us, and we're just following through on that promise. Here's the song.
Vince, before you go into it, did you have anything to say about Wanda's piece?
Oh,
this is an angry poem.
Yes, I loved it. It was just the whole thing. It's just the whole stereotypes. People just try to lock you into everything, and try to make you what they want you to be, and yeah, it's I loved it. It's just people have to see people as people, and not as a black person, as a human. And it's people just look and they just see you as your oh, look at that Asian, look at that this Italian, look at that black person. I just like the idea of just forcing people to see you, and not what your appearance is. Okay. Okay, let me get this one. What? Oh. Sing We are your darker brothers who picked you fortunes and were paid in chains. We too sing America. We are your darker mothers who bury our boys when the policeman aims. We are your union brothers who spilt our blood for others so that all might rise in class. We're the poor white folks your bankers took for jokes and stole our futures in a flash. We too sing America. We are your muddled masses, your blending underclasses, free to be slaves to usury. We too sing America. We are your working mothers, dealing love and suppers. In our country, 'tis of thee. We are the young and restless who struggle to stay debtless just to learn an honest trade. We're the soldiers spun in wars that can't be won, forced to trade our limbs for pay. We too sing America. We're the ones you pepper spray when we march against tyrants and their schemes. We too sing America. We're from the land greed poisons fallow to grow its money lush and green. for the working families who still remember when one earned more than all our sum. We're the needy who prayed, who you gave to the greedy to prey, on all of us too weak to run. Hell yeah, we've all been shattered, and yes, our black lives matter, as color bleeds and takes our fall. It's time you woke up, son, and see them smoking guns, aim to divide and conquer all. Played by every rule, but they just changed the game in a clever bait and switch. Bring us your fat, rested, and greedy. Send back hungry, tired, needy, and hands on hearts will all. Hands on hearts will all. Hands on hearts will all pledge allegiance to the rich. Thank you, guys. Let me figure out what I'm doing. How do I?
Thank you so much, Vince. All right. Vince Tozzi, everybody. It was Mike Handelman, lead guitar. Patriot song. Appreciate you, Vince. Thank you for coming. We're gonna move it on. We're singing a song.
I'm just unmuting. Just want to say thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right. Now we're gonna introduce you to one of the co-hosts and the editor of the clips that you saw tonight. Her name is Jen Dog Lone Wolf, and I know that many of you have heard her pieces, but maybe some of you have not. But if you haven't, you're in for quite a treat. She is a two-spirit hip-hop MC, photographer, teaching artist, collage creator, born and bred in the pre-hipster, pre-gentrified Bushwick, Brooklyn. All right now. I want to give it up for Jen Dog, who is my sister and my friend, and I think you're going to really be moved by her piece. She's a sister of solidarity of water, earth, and sky. Please, Jen Dog, take the stage.
Thank you, my sister Lindsey, and a little bit of fire.
Yes, a lot of fire. That's right.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Vince, and Mike. That was that, you know, it gave me a new it made patriot not such a bad word to me, so I thank y'all for that. Yeah, so this song that I'm gonna do, some may have heard it, some may not have. I actually was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but I settled on State of the World. And before I get into it, I just wanted to say to folks out there, you know, please get involved. You know, this revolution that we need, you know, like, So it's like a bike. Some people are handlebars, some people are chains, some people are tires, some people are inner tubes, some people are seats. Just find your part of the bike, get on it, and let's get moving, you know. Some people are the balance. But anyway, there's some organizations I think you should know about. Movement for Black Lives, that's m4bl.org, Poor People's Campaign.org, War Resisters League, peoplesmusic.org for sure, which is how you got here, and laborheritage.org. Please, you know, find somewhere someone get involved. So with that being said, I'm going to get into the song State of the World, produced by Pablo Shifty.
Without the people, there is no movement. You are the movement. You dictate the movement. You lead the movement. And if you cannot seize this moment in history to define a movement that is your movement and your rights and your pain and your suffering.
Most victims are not a participant. I like that cause it's shiesty politicians. Protest but they don't get paid to listen. Hands up and it ain't our palms that glisten. Still overseas and all blacks and native women. Still cracks in this bad sacral system. Corrupt leaders cause the people didn't pick them. Medical and food industry is sickening. Yo, where do I start? So intertwined, premeditated, ill-fated victims. This hierarchy is post-dated. Intentions evil, delivering speeches unbelievable. There ain't no good sequel. Be victor or the beast will eat you. It's already ceased to be an engine to serve the people. Governmental, 2 words of the evil that men do. The fraudulent Babylon. Glad our young is on heroin. People lost in the forefront with barely foundation to stand on. Barricaded in worlds, enveloped in girls. No direction, insurrection. My kitchen stay curled. Fools running around like heads with soft torsos. Who satisfied with morsels? Remember what life taught you. Divided we conquered. Together we not lost. What's the method for together? Well, it won't exceed the cost. And that's for sure. Your fight should be my fight and mine yours. Tolerating on pause. Get the verbs off pause. Yo, get the verbs off pause. Tolerating on pause. Get the verbs off pause. Get the verbs off pause. Tolerating on pause. Get the verbs off pause. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. Most victims are not a participant. I like that cause it's shiesty politicians. Protest but they don't get paid to listen. Hands up and it ain't our palms that glisten. Still open season on blacks and native women. Still cracks in this bad sacral system. Corrupt leaders cause the people didn't pick them. Medical and food industry is sickening. Babies crying ripped from the arms of their moms. And poor dad brown buck is broken, worn. Disappeared with no regards. Life already been hard. Working for the man until you die on the job. Filthy greedy slobs, not much change since Africa. They stole people, then added evil, the formula. Created cheap labor, free, mad heat, slave labor. Evolved the mad beef in our streets. So I spit my piece on this beat unique. I need my people healthy. Brain, teeth to feet, Medicare, health scare. Seem like no one will welfare about this brown melanation. Cards ain't dealt fair. There's too many humans whose food supply is too bare. And too many children, too many secrets to bear. And too many poor created the wealthy don't care. Mad doctors selling drugs and corporate welfare. Too much corporate welfare. State of the world. Get those verbs off pause. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. So next up.
Did you want to hear that Fannie Lou Hamer clip?
Oh, I would love to. I would love a Fannie Lou Hamer clip right about now.
All right.
For the people in the back.
The flag is drenched with our blood. Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery. We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it. So we know that this flag is drenched with our blood. So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man, as we know this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, you ain't gonna have it either, because we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that. I don't see why they don't understand that. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us. This country is desperately sick, and man is on the critical list. I really don't know where we go from here.
The first steps that we'll have to take towards liberation is control of our community. If we have no control of the destiny of the institutions within our community, then we have no guarantee of any other political right.
And they are absolutely right. So I would like to introduce Yalini Dream, great, she's a touring, well, she, her, they, great touring performing artist, organizer, cultural worker, and consultant, with over 20 years experience using artistic tools for healing, organizing, and dignity with communities contending with violence and oppression. Yalini conjures spirit through a unique blend of poetry, theater, song, and dance, reshaping reality and seeking peace through justice in lands of earth, psyche, soul, and dream. Touring with me as part of our hip-hop storytelling duo, Brooklyn Dream Wolf, Yalini has shared stages with icons like Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Harry Belafonte, Joan Baez, Radiga in Africa, Asia, Europe, and everywhere else that we've been around the world. So without further ado, I would love to have Yalini Dream. Come on.
Hi.
I hear you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much. It's definitely an honor to be here and to be able to share this space with so many dope people, and especially Jen Dog to follow you and that powerful song. There were so many things that I love about that song. I love the precision in which you describe the contradictions and hypocrisies that exist before us. I love your commitment to poor people and the recognition that the destitution that so many people are enduring is something that that politicians and leaders are responsible for. That is a manipulation, and that people have been pitted antagonistically against each other, exploited in these ways. And I think being able to reveal that is so important, because it's so easy to internalize, you know, the ways in which things are set up and feel like, oh, that's my fault. You know, that's our fault. That's you know, this, you know, we're messed up. And I'm not saying that you know, everybody has space for self-reflection and growth, but there's some things that people should not be, that poor people, racialized people should not take upon themselves. That is some certain things that are the responsibility of corrupt people in power. And so, so thank you for so skillfully sharing, you know, those perspectives, yeah, in a way that I feel like it speaks truth in a way that doesn't leave me feeling hopeless. It speaks truth to the ways in which things are, in a way that I feel like is strengthening that helps us recognize who our targets are. It's not each other. It's yeah. So thank you for that. I'm timing myself because I could go on too long, so I'm just putting on my timer. And this piece, Jandang and I actually usually perform together, but we're actually in separate spaces right now, and with the Zoom delay. So for the first time in a long time, I'm doing it solo. On a hard day, sometimes I feel like we're losing ourselves. I feel like I'm not growing anymore. I just want to creep inside myself and find that little girl, that little boy, that little child, and hold on to me. Not that I know why. I mean, the world's always been messed up, right? And I've never known a time when there hasn't been troubles, and I've never known a time when there hasn't been war, and I've never known a time when our peoples weren't dying. So why do I want to be a kid again? It's just that when we were kids, we were always growing, always getting bigger, always getting taller. The world could have been hollow, but we were full with creativity. Now, sometimes I feel like I'm always getting smaller, trying to fit myself into that box. I need a time opener, releasing honeysuckle sips of innocence past. Y'all, we were all artists once, playing and dancing, singing and painting the worlds with our imaginations. Back then, little girls ran just as fast as little boys, climbing trees high, collecting fuzzy caterpillars as they went. Fairies flew, saved me from the fights and blues, glittered smiles, petaled wings, sun-darkened blackberry juice, tamarind skins. We were anywhere and anything. I wonder if our whispered wishes, our thought out thoughts, our pitchless screams, our undreamt dreams, if they disappear, or do they ripple away from our ears past pain-polluted atmospheres and collect at the edges of space and time, where our poetry and rhyme gather with prayers and curses to expand the borders of the universes, erase the borders of the universes, singing together our freed verses. Will the universe get too big? Like tripped up thoughts in my head, like fading stars, collapsing, pulling galaxies into themselves, sucking up our rippled dreams into giant black holes. Can the universe get too big? Because sometimes I feel like things are too big and I am so confused. There are paths I am scared to follow. There are truths I am scared to swallow, and consumed by the fear of elimination, and whether it's through assassination or assimilation, we turn the guns unto ourselves, killing our inspiration. The sun and moon, we let eclipse till voice and heart slip from our lips, flips and twists, because our hands are the source of enemy rips. They turn ourselves upon ourselves. And through it all, brown-skinned girls still feel like their beauty is ugly. Black people are still killed for no reason while sleeping. Extrajudicial killings unrecognized. Rape is still a tool of war. And when island nations are hit by tsunamis and earthquakes, they find their fates in the hands of those who have been destroying them for centuries. It's not about one woman, one man, or one child, one people, one cause, or one war, or one strife. Say it, you feel it's about keeping us alive. Black people are dying, there's no breath for crying. And sometimes it doesn't feel like enough people are trying to make things right. Y'all listen, y'all breathe, let heart beat and see. There's no liberation till all people are free. There's no liberation till colors are free, till sweat is set free, till breath is set free. There's no liberation till our dreams are set free, till dreams are set free. Thank you.
Blessings abound, blessings. Melanie, you know, sometimes the heart has to be broken in order for it to be free. And thank you for freeing our hearts this evening. Thank you for being with us. Wow. The next the next artist that's coming up is a friend of mine who I absolutely adore. Her name is Colleen Katau, and she is a bilingual vocalist, guitarist, and composer of her songs, wonderful songs. Her poetic originals and charismatic stage presence inspire hope and spark imagination and audience participation. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the wonderful Colleen Katau. Colleen, are you there?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Unmute myself. I am unmuted. Yeah. Later. Okay. Good.
We hear you.
Hey. Hi, everyone. And wow, Yalini, Dream. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful, so powerful. I took notes. I did, because I just was what came out of me, you know, when someone is so inspiring, you bring the art out, you know, too, in others. And the flow and your delivery and the imagery that you create, and with then all the weaving that you did, you know, with song and poetry and movement. And you know, I was kind of floating, and then kind of grounded, and then sad, but then floating, and possibility, you know, and that's how we feel every day. So thank you for naming all those things, and it's kind of all encompassing in its specificity, you know. It's beautiful. So thank you. And also, I just have to say, you look really good. I love what you're wearing, and it's really nice. Like, I love that necklace, and I love it, just like all really great. So, and I'm from Long Island originally, a working class girl from Long Island, but I live in central New York now. And I would be remiss to not say that I am singing on Haudenosaunee land. The Haudenosaunee live nearby. And I also just want to say how moved I am by all the performers so far tonight. I just thank you, all the organizers, you know, from everyone. And mil gracias. Mil gracias. So I'm going to sing this song. I can't believe that I wrote it in 2015. I'll never forget. I heard about the murder of Sandra Bland. And this was my visceral response to it. I performed it at the Border. There's a YouTube that with Olmeca, I asked him to do spoken word and like impromptu, and he added that at the Border mobilization in 2016 to close the U.S. Army School of the Americas. So I'm going to do this now and sing the parts with me that you can sing. It's called If I Do Nothing. How can I live with myself? How can I live with myself? How can I live with myself if I do nothing? No one should have to die at the hands of fear of fire. not one more to suffer like that. It's a crazy time, it's a crazy time, it's a crazy time. Time to make amends. Time to make amends, yeah. Time to make amends, because freedom is not ringing, no. Give over to the love, give over to the glory, give over to the sun and the moon, to changing your tune, to healing old wounds. Oh yeah, wish there was a Yalani or Jen Dog or Disney a feeling here now. I'm just gonna say Black Lives Matter, amen, that's what I'm saying now. Cause Rochester, Syracuse, you know, there's no excuse now. I'm just gonna sing it out the way I know it, lean and proud. Black Lives Matter, amen. Black Lives Matter, amen. Sing it. Black Lives Matter, amen. Black Lives Matter, amen. So sing it over again until freedom is ringing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Listen to the ancestors calling from beyond. Listen to the young man being harmed. Hear the woman who gives up hope, who's hanging from a rope. Oh, God, I will not live with myself. I will not stand by and do nothing. How can I live with myself if I do nothing? Nothing, nothing. If I do nothing, nothing, nothing. If I do nothing, I gotta do something, something. I won't just stand by and do nothing, nothing in my community or around the world. You see, oh, nothing, nothing. Oh, I'm not gonna sit by and do nothing.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah. All right.
Need some spoken word in there.
Okay. Thank you, Colleen. All right. All right. Whew. Okay, we're all this. I saw everyone moving and jamming and clapping and singing and saying amen. Okay. As it should be. As it should be. Thank you so much, Colleen. All right. Now we're going to have a wonderful spoken word artist that's going to come by. I work for a company called Ecker Connects. We did a virtual talent show, and we managed to, this particular artist was in fact a student, a young adult at Ecker Connects. I heard her work, and I thought this would be a wonderful platform for her to come in and share her amazing work. So it's my honor to introduce you to the marvelous Mariam.
Yeah, good evening to everybody. Hope you guys are having a good night enjoying the show. I call myself Marvelous Mariam. My birthday's tonight and I'm really happy about being here. So this piece that I called is called Call You Powerful. It just contributes to everybody and it just tells us that no matter what position we are in, no matter how we're defined and everything, we gotta know that we all have our own talents, we have our own power. We can't let nobody define us. So okay. Call you powerful. You're defined and called by all sorts of different names. Some say they can relate to you, or so that's what they claim. It could be that you're knowledgeable and intelligent. I know it must feel good to know what other people don't. No, it's definitely your influence and or your leadership. Without your guidance and enforcement, goals would never be complete. Maybe it's due to your generosity or your kindness of your heart. People hope and look forward to your loving, caring heart. Do you think it relates to your fame and your fortunes? People love and envy you because they feel you're a success. Everyone has the ability to call themselves powerful. The true meaning of the title powerful comes from accepting who and what you are. You're earning the name powerful when you love all that you do. Each day that you wake up, it's time to ask yourself these questions once again. What exactly makes you a powerful person? Do your powers contribute to yourself and the community? Your powers are limitless and truthfully lie within your own beliefs. Don't let anyone define your values or your abilities. By Marvelous Mary. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Happy birthday, young queen.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday.
We love it.
Okay. Chat. Follow me on Instagram. Listen and speak. The Marvelous Mariam.
Gotcha.
I'm done. Okay.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Up next, we actually have a great performer and a good friend of mine. He's performed in a lot of different places that I performed at. He's a dope writer. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Hatress. Hatress, you hear us, brother? Oh, you're on mute. There you go.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir. Oh, we can't hear you now.
There we go. Are we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Marvelous. I really love that last poem. Spoke to the black in me. So this poem, I know we're doing a real political statement with this. So I have a poem called Rotten Apples I want to do for you. Before I get started, my name is Hatress. It's like mattress with an H, but please don't sleep on me. I got some things to say. And I'll just get into it. Because see, I read somewhere that guns don't kill people, people kill people. But which people? You mean the ones who brandish, protect, and serve? Or the ones who skip mass incarceration to graduate to mass shootings in schools? Just look around you. Some of us people ain't them people. But how many times? How many times should I see my brother inside a yellow tape before I see them walk across the stage? How many times must I turn a blind eye when death becomes tangible and I can literally stick an arm out and feel the souls of our youth shaking? Our children are terrified. And we grew up running till dark playing manhunt, and now look at us, we're still the hunted. Running till our knees knock and lock like prison doors or psych wards or caskets. They say these places will always have space for our children. They say we do it to ourselves. They say one more gone is a step in the right direction, so cops use their peace to create peace, leaving our neighborhoods in pieces while we recollect ourselves. So excuse these hand gestures and these holes like city streets. I'm just trying to keep myself together. I heard you can't condemn a system for a few bad apples unless they leave you choking blood on sidewalks you used to call home. Bad apples must love seeping air out of black children. Bad apples never tasted like death so much. I heard you can't condemn a system for a few bad apples Bad apples that load bullets into bulletin boards and let them spray across classroom doors before fourth period. Since when could bad apples change diplomas into graves? See, I'm starting to not like apples anymore. Especially since the ones we pick, they pick us off like marksmen. And then kids have this gift to transform violence into pity parties like, yo, little Nicholas was a good kid, but so was Trayvon, who never once chose genocide when faced with life hardships between that rock and that hard place where he died because of the color of his skin. I'm sure his school had metal detectors, but they never suspected that he would ever be the victim. I'm sure they never suspected that little Nicholas could do this. I'm positive that CNN, NBC, Fox News, they never cared for the dangers of school statistics and what that does to the perception of the people here. See, the reason why all mass school shootings happen in white county districts, yet our children go to class and get enlisted straight to prison. The reason why the majority of shoplifters happen to be middle-aged white women, yet I'm followed around Target under reasonable suspicion. The reason why senseless killings from law enforcement is backed by statistics of black-on-black crime when white-on-white crime is just as high, but it never gets mentioned. See, these reasons are why I'm starting to hate apples. So keep your apples. I'm not sure which ones are good or bad, and we all know the saying. They say an apple a day will keep the doctor away. What insurance will ensure that the system will get changed? See, I heard you can't condemn a system for a few bad apples. But sometimes apples ain't apples, see. Sometimes apples rearrange atoms like bullet wounds. Sometimes apples taste like sin on the lips of Eve. Sometimes apples intervene with God's plan. You see what happened in the Bible. Sometimes you have to chop the whole tree. So the moral of the story, fuck apples. Fuck them. And my people ain't never died from a bad watermelon, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all time. Yeah. That's love. Somebody said fuck apples in the comments.
I will never look at an apple or an apple seed the same way again.
Definitely.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank y'all for having me. Definitely
right.
love this platform. It's really amazing. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Thank you so much, brother. All right.
Of course.
Apples. All right, now. All right, we're going to keep it grooving, keep it moving. This group, I have been trying to get them to affiliate with the People's Music Network for quite some time. Hot Glue and the Gun. We've worked together, but it's really great to see you on this platform with People's Music Network. And please share with us the song you're going to be doing this evening.
Thank you, Lindsey.
Thank you. First of all,
really great to be here.
Hatress hitting us deep in those vibrations from the underground, bringing that sound down upon my mind and soul in a way that I cannot define yet.
Yeah.
Thank you from our heart to yours. It is said by somebody somewhere, you do the thing you're scared of and you get the courage afterward. And that's what this song, Little Heart, is about.
We will never see apples the same.
No.
This is for all those still writing the story. We are still writing the story. Take courage, little heart. This is only the first part. Look at all these pages left to write. Lift up your lonely eye. It is written in the sky. Don't you know you're made of stars and sunlight? Shadow cannot conceive the depths of the mystery.
Take courage, little hearts. This is only the first part. Look at all these pages left to write. Lift up your lonely eyes. It is written in the skies. Don't you know you're made of stars and sunlight? Shadow cannot comprehend the way the light shines in this land. Las vidas negras son preciosas. Shadow may never understand. We got the whole wide world in our hands. Sing with us if you know this part. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole wide world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole wide world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the courage, little hearts. This is only the first part. Look at all these pages left to write. Lift up your lonely eyes. It is written in the sky. Don't you know we're made of stars and sunlight? Thank you, People's Music. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
We
for all
love
your
you.
truth.
Yes, yes, yes. Hot Glue and the Gun. Welcome to People's Music Network. Hope you decide to stay. Thank you so much, guys. Great, great, great. All right. Our next artist is no stranger to People's Music Network. And she has been a mentor and a friend of mine. I love and admire her work. She's a photographer. She's an amazing artist who also speaks truth to power along these lines of heartache and despair, but also light and positivity. She always gives it to us in her most unique and beautiful way. I would love to introduce you to Bev Grant. Bev Grant in the house.
Just make sure to unmute there, Bev.
You'd think I'd remember to do something like that. Anyway, thanks, Lindsey. I really enjoyed that last performance. I checked you guys out on your website before I got online because I wanted to know a little bit more about you. And I was really impressed with your originality. I thought it was really refreshing, and you're really good performers. And I love hearing a new voice that's out there, you know, trying to help change the world with the rest of us. And so I hope you do stick around. Would love to hear more of you. I was thinking about what to do tonight, and when I realized I would be going on towards the end of the performance, I decided to go with a really old song that I wrote back in the early 70s. And you know, I've been doing this over 50 years, and to have to kind of dive back into the struggle now has been really hard, you know. It's I'm not as young as I was back then, and it seems worse than it was back then. And so many of the things that we fought for and actually managed to change have been, you know, pushed back on. And but the one thing that remains, and what this song expresses, is we have to be together. We have to do this together. It's going to take all of us. And so I hope you'll sing along. This is a song for a choir, actually, but it says, together we can move mountains. Together we can move mountains. Alone we can't move at all. Together we can move mountains. Alone we can't move at all. You know, people, sometimes we despair when we think we're alone. Nothing's gonna change. We get stepped on, abused, ignored and confused, made to suffer and told it's blame. But together we can move mountains. Alone we can't move at all. I say together we can move mountains. Alone we can't move at all. Well, now the ones who get rich, while we scrape to get by, they know our unity, it means their defeat. So they've set us against one another, sister and brother, color against color. They're keeping us weak. You know, they're keeping us weak. But together we can move mountains. Although we can't move at all, I say together we can move mountains. Although we can't move at all. I always ask people to do some oohs here. From the smallest seed, mighty tree can grow. With its roots planted firmly in the ground, we've got to reach for the sun. Only then will we know all the love and the beauty and the light to be found. Because together we can move mountains. Together we can move mountains. Oh, if we get together, we can move mountains. Together we can move. We'll move mountains. Sing that with me. Together we can move. We'll move mountains. We got to get out there and vote so we can move mountains. so we can vote for health care for all. Together we can move. Vote for Black Lives Matter. Together we can move. Vote for our environment. We can move mountains. Together we can vote for women's rights. They're trying to take them away from us. Together we can vote for immigrant rights. We'll move mountains. Together we vote for democracy. We'll move mountains. Together we can
That's right, Bev Grant, everybody. Bev Grant. Together we can move mountains and get lifted. Get lifted. Thank you so much, Bev, as always. Moving hearts. Keeping us focused and ready. Okay, so we're now at the 9 o'clock, 9:06. Okay, we're a little bit over schedule, but that's all right because the next artist that's coming up is, well, one of my friends and heroes, I would say, who is the leader here. I know he doesn't want me to say leader. I won't. Okay. But he's an amazing songwriter. Never mind the fact that he's a fantastic organizer. He's an amazing songwriter, and I don't hear him enough, but you're going to hear him tonight. The wonderful Ben Grosscup, technical director and such. So many hats.
Well, it's been an amazing evening here, sitting here listening to all these incredible performances. My name is Ben Grosscup. I live in Greenfield, Massachusetts, and I'm the executive director of the People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle, and I get the incredible privilege of working with Lindsey Wilson, Luci Murphy, Jen Dog Lone Wolf, and Dilson Hernandez and Steve Deasy on producing this evening's event. So as you've seen, a number of videos of some of the towering figures of the Black liberation movement. We are going to continue that right now with a short clip from James Baldwin.
The trick is to recreate oneself and help other people recreate themselves. I'm still trying to give you some sense, or my sense anyway, of what the moral responsibility of an artist is. Artists have their limits, and you can only demand of them what they can do. But we were talking earlier about the necessity of separating the artistic effort from what we think of as self-expression. And all an artist is trying to do is try to teach the people who produced him because they needed him to trust themselves. To trust themselves, and they can remake the world. No one else can do it. My role in your life is to disturb the peace, to shake you up. You know, you can do it if you will. That's all any artist has ever been trying to say. That's what Ray is telling you when he's singing all those blues. And I beg you to notice, by the way, he's transformed some extraordinary ballads, which were never singable before, into very moving testaments. That's what an artist is supposed to do.
So I just wanted to say, you know, this idea that Baldwin says about the role of the artist, there's some aspect of self-expression in what we do as artists, but that there's a duty also, which was also spoken to, I think, in the Nina Simone quote, about the artists to actually use their art as a tool for shaping reality. And as we were talking about this, I was sort of even uncertain if I really even had it together to perform tonight, but there is a song that I actually do want to sing, and it was written by Charlie King, who is one of the co-founders of the People's Music Network, and it's a song about a very disturbing and true statistic about how systemic racist violence of the state against black people in this country has actually changed the very composition of the population. So this song I will sing now. By the latest estimation, black men in the prime of life, due to mass incarceration, taser, chokehold, gun and knife. Notwithstanding loud entreaties falling on disdainful ears, now are an endangered species. 1 in 6 have disappeared. Father, brother, son or lover, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Stolen lives we can't recover, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Every home bereft or broken, every bond that we hold dear, all the love that's left unspoken, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Elder, mentor, willing student, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Damned by forces jurisprudent, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Master, journeyman, apprentice, pacifist, or bombardier. Teacher, lawyer, doctor, dentist, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Out in Ferguson, Missouri, 2 in 5 have disappeared. Numbers tell a harder story. 2 in 5 have disappeared. Genders equal at beginning if they live past teenage years. 60 men, 100 women, 2 in 5 have disappeared. Ends the song that's sung in sorrow, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Even if we change tomorrow, 1 in 6 have disappeared. Reparations and repentance, justice rendered, life revered. Still we hear the heavy sentence, 1 in 6 have disappeared. 1 in 6 have disappeared. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I think I want to ask, if I'm not mistaken, I want to ask Lucy to come back to the mic to introduce our next and final artist.
Okay, I'm really delighted to introduce a fellow member of the Poor People's Campaign. I'm the song leader for the Poor People's Campaign in Washington, D.C., and I think Jayanti Kyle is the song leader for Minneapolis. Where is it? Jayanti, come on, unmute yourself.
Here I am. Peace and blessings.
But I don't see you.
Can you
Oh,
see me?
there you
Can you hear me?
are. Okay. And I see you too.
Thank you. I am in Minneapolis. Is there a lag or how's it going for the sound?
It's pretty good.
Wonderful. Ben, thank you so much for sharing that song. It's still settling. So thank you so much. And I wanted to, since I'm the last performer as well, I wanted to just thank a lot of people. Somebody said, joy is an act of resistance. Someone said, once you see where it's at, there is no going back. It's a funky situation. That was the fam Jen Dog. I wish this were history and not current events. I think Michael Glick said that, Mike Glick. And then Ben just said 1 in 6 has disappeared. Someone said practice a deeper way of knowing, seeing each other. Somebody said mad doctors selling drugs. Someone said we're all artists when we were children. We were all artists once. Someone said pitchless screams, undreamt dreams. Someone said, it was Colleen that said about the land that she's on, and how it was stolen land that she's on. And so I also need to name and recognize that I'm also on Lakota land, and Anishinaabe. And someone said, together we can move mountains. Alone we cannot move at all. And then to Mariam, I want to say, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. And then this is a piece of mine, the final piece tonight. Thank you so much to Auntie Lucy and Sister Lindsey for taking time and, asking and making sure that I'm here. This piece is in 3 parts. I hope it's not too long, but your computer has an off switch. Okay, so here we go. You got a fever for the meters? Nigga, I know what you like. Oh boy, you make me shiver. Do you wanna fight? Nigga, run, run. Nigga, run, 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 run. Run, run. Nigga, run, 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 run. Gonna make those lungs make that heart thump, thump. Gonna make those legs run, 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 run. Make that pave bump. You got Skittles? You got iced tea, nigga, please. I got a gun and I got a fever for the fighting. Gonna watch you run, nigga, run, run. Nigga, run, 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 run. Run, run. Nigga, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Do you know what I saw? Do you know how that made me feel? You know what you heard, but I only know what was real. I am the dead young boy. I am the dead young black child. I am the dead young boy. I am the dead young black child. You say you know my name. You say you know my town. You say you heard or read, but I know what really went down. I am the dead young boy. I am the dead young black child. I am the dead young girl. I am the dead young black child. Try to complicate it. Try to give it your opinion. Try to give it your own spin. You had that long before they pulled the trigger. I am the dead young trans. I am the dead young black child. I am the dead young fam. I am the dead young black child. Respect the dead. Respect the dead and they might talk to you. Woo! Respect the dead. Respect the dead and they might tell you something. Like, do you know what I saw? Do you know how that made me feel? Do you know what I saw? Do you know how that made me feel? Do you know what I saw? Do you know how that made me feel? Do you know what I saw? Do you know how that made me feel? Do you know what I see? Do you know how that makes me feel? We were naked in the garden, so they told us. We were happy, we were free, we were with God. We were naked in the garden, so they told us. We were happy, we were free, we were with God. Trayvon, 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 Trayvon. We were naked in the garden, so they told us. We were happy, we were free, we were with God. We were naked in the garden, so they told us. We were happy, we were free with God. Sandra Bland, Sandra Bland, Sandra Bland, Sandra Bland. We were naked in the garden, so they told us. We were happy, we were free, we were with God. To Miriam Rice, Michael Brown, Ahmaud, Brianna, on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on. Right here, Philando, out there, Junior, Emmett Till, Marcus Golden, Tamir Rice, Corinne Gaines, Eric Garner, on and on and on. Ashe.
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 So Dilson, I think, was our first performer, and to complete that circle of appreciation, Dilson, it's all you.
Yeah, that was amazing. I felt also like there was a element of theatricalness, if that's a word, within Gianti's singing. So I think that was really dope. And your voice was absolutely stunning. And content obviously was stunning. So thank you for coming. And thank all of you for coming. I think this was a great event, right? We got some yeses, some thumbs ups, some claps, some snaps, right? Great event. I believe, Ben, you're gonna stop the live at some point, then we're gonna transition into
What
discussion.
I just wanted to say real quick is that People's Music Network is a membership organization, and we are looking to include this broader network and build this network. This organization has existed for about 4 decades. People like Charlie King, who wrote the song I sang, and people like Luci Murphy, who convened our event tonight, were among the co-founders of that organization. And so we continue now, in the context of this pandemic, to build a strong community of politically engaged artists and musicians that are using music and poetry as a tool for social change. And Lindsey already told you about the website, peoplesmusic.org. We're have about 18 folks on Zoom. We've had like around 40, 50 folks tuning in on the live stream. What's going to happen now is we're going to end the live stream, and we're going to have a discussion led by Dilson Hernandez. And what I'd like to do is kick it back to Dilson to just explain what that discussion is going to be. And then I've got a little clip here of Fred Hampton to take us out. So Dilson, and I just got to say before I kick it back to Dilson, some thank yous. A really, really heartfelt and big thank you to Lindsey Wilson from New York City, who really was a driving force behind tonight. And it takes a lot of effort to make invitations to people, and Lindsey really took that on in a big way. I got to give some love to my sister Jen Dog Lone Wolf, who edited the videos, including the one you're about to watch, and for your art as well. And Luci Murphy, thank you. You're such a steadfast force. Thank you. And Dilson Hernandez, great working with you, and thanks for all you do to connect artists and bring your own beauty into the world. And I want to also thank Steve Deasy, who's been working behind the scenes all night, posting little pieces of information about each artist, timestamped to where it was, in the performance, to those who are tuning in on Facebook Live. So I want to thank Steve Deasy, who's working behind the scenes. And so with that, I give it to you, and then take it away, Dilson.
Great. Thank you, Ben. And yeah, and thank you, Ben. How about that for some love and gratitude, right? Peace. Thank you for giving us this great platform and to connect all these artists together. This has been a great event. Now, for those who are still on, you guys don't have to necessarily stay on. If it's too late for you and you want to head out, that's fine. We're just gonna have a bit of a discussion based on the videos that we've seen. To be honest, I didn't intentionally plan a set of questions because I wanted it to be a bit more open, right? So with that being said, I actually just want to start with a general question of how did the videos work for you? Like, how did they resonate within the program? And anybody could go. And if it gets too hectic, I might just transition to like the whole hand raising thing. That's a Zoom option here somewhere, but I feel like it's not going to get to that point. But yeah, anybody randomly.
So let's hold that question real quick. I'm going to play this last very brief clip by Fred Hampton, and then I'll stop the live stream.
Before you go to bed, night I am a revolutionary. Make that the last word. In case you don't wake up, then somebody might believe it, and you might, end up in what they call a revolutionary happy hunting ground. Say that. I am a revolutionary. Say it when you're going out. Everybody has to leave the leave. Okay, we're gonna say it while we're going out. Hey, liberation!
Fred Hampton Presente. Okay, with that, we'll see you later. Hope to see you at the next one. And then for folks on Zoom, stick around.